Orange County Registered Digital.
We didn't know we were making history. We really didn't. It was a park opening, you know, with some dancing, and it was history, all right.
95-year-old Miriam Nelson was the choreographer for the opening day of Disneyland, which was broadcast live in 1955.
It was all live. We never knew what to expect the whole day. It was run, 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 surprise, surprise, surprise.
Miriam got the job thanks to her work on Broadway, in movies, and on television.
Judy Garland. I did her first television show, and it was live.
That led to getting the Disneyland gig.
A producer at NBC on a big show, and he was going to be working on this, and he recommended me. I did a lot of rehearsals in town in a rehearsal hall because they were still building Disneyland. And then I finally moved out to the park and got to work on all the different areas. I had dancers in every area.
While rehearsing in the park, the man who dreamed up Disneyland would stop by to watch.
It was a really hot day, and so the girls all wore those little halter tops to be cool. And he came by he never really announced himself or anything. He would just wander through, you know, looking at everything. So he saw the girls, and then he saw the workmen all hanging around watching. So I got a note from Walt Disney, would you please have your girls cover up a little more because the workmen are not getting any work done and we're never going to get this park open.
Though she had choreographed many dances, the opening day of Disneyland gave Miriam a personal first.
Before I did that show, I never really staged a parade. And so I asked several people who were in parades a lot, how do you do it? Is there any trick to it? And I found out there kind of was. This group would come in and start, and as they cleared, this group would move into center. So the whole parade goes like that, which has helped me immensely through the years. Every land we had dancing. We were in Frontierland. Now he sang a song called Bang Went Old Betsy. Betsy was the gun that he was using. And we had a lot of girls and fellow boys, you know, young people dancing. And I was told it was going to be all cement. And when we got there, it hadn't happened yet. They didn't have time to do it. So these poor dancers were kicking up the dirt all over the place.
From Frontierland, Miriam and her dancers would run to Fantasyland, changing costumes between the lands.
They'd put up tents, and they'd run into one tent, and my assistant was a male, so he went into the tent for the fellas to change. I ran into the girls' tent because they weren't being changed fast enough, and we got them changed, you know, and then sent them out again.
One time, the dancers got on a truck to quickly move to another land.
The driver didn't know his way around very well, and he lost them. And they're all saying, I think we should go that way. No, I think we should, you know. And finally they made it, but it was nip and tuck.
Open the Fantasyland Castle!
Fantasyland, that was the castle. They had a bridge that came down over the moat, and all these dancers coming out in character costumes toward the camera. And we were told, I was told, there would be a few people there, children, that the dancers would run out and beckon to the camera and then turn and run in, and the children would follow them in. Well, it appeared to be hundreds. So they beckoned and then saw how many there were. They turned and they really ran into the castle. That was crazy.
Miriam choreographed other Disney shows and parades, including the original Fantasyland Parade and the original Electrical Parade. But she has one distinct memory of Disneyland's opening day.
I was running from place to place when we did the show, because it was live, if you remember. No cuts. Whatever happened, that's what happened.
And even at 95, Miriam would like to help out with the park's 60th anniversary.
I hope I get a job out there, have something to do with the 60th anniversary.
Orange County Register. We are here in the service of Orange County.